Most people who start 75 hard quit before day 30. And it's not because of the workouts, it's not because of the diets, it's because of something that no one really talks about. And I almost fell into the same trap on day 20. Here's what I wish I knew before I started this challenge. Let's start with the thing that will either carry you or kill you. Food is what keeps you moving, and if you're not eating enough of the right things, you will crash hard. And on a challenge like this, that is devastating. Before you even start, spend at least a week eating what you're planning on eating during the challenge. Really see that you can keep to it and eat it every day without feeling fatigued or tired more than you would normally. For me, simpler was better. Seems a bit boring with only chicken and potato, but it's something I can do for 75 days without really having to put any energy into it. I'm sure it's boring, but it's also very simple. Boring also means that you can repeat it for 75 days without really thinking about it, and that is the goal. And that's connected to the second thing most people get wrong, the actual workouts. Don't go full force every single day for 75 days straight. That's gonna be a fast track to the ER, and nobody wants that. You have to think of the challenge like a marathon, not a sprint. You're not doing 2 days of intense training, you're doing 75, and 75 is a long time. Even if some days, some of your sessions are lighter than you were planning, it's still better than sitting on the couch. And what really matters is just showing up and doing the motions every day, even if that means a light walk. Progress over perfection, every day. Even if you nail the foods and the workouts, there's a social wall that people also don't really talk about. You will have days where you just want to stop. Your friends will be eating pizza, drinking, being out partying, and you will just be sitting there with your piece of chicken and plain water. And that is really hard. And that's where you really have to not fall into the group pressure. You find that one person in your friend group or in your family that can keep you accountable, even in those situations, and you stick to it. You need one person on your side. That's all it takes. But here's the part that nobody really talks about, and it's the one that actually differentiates who finishes and who fails this challenge. The hardest part of 75 hard isn't the food, it's not the challenges, it's not the backup or the friendships, it's your own head. From around the second week, the novelty is gone, and it just starts to feel like an endless grind. You won't feel motivated every morning, and that's completely normal. The people who finish this aren't the ones who felt amazing every day. They're the ones that kept showing up. And the easiest way to do that is just a routine. Build a small ritual that gets you going. Be that a playlist or a quote or reading a few pages or even taking a cold shower. It doesn't matter as long as it works for you. Because some days, that's all you're gonna have. To get through those hard days, there's one more thing you need. And that's proof that it's actually working. Photos, check-ins, notes, document all of it. Not for someone else, but for you. You may be thinking, but the challenge is only for the progress photos. You only have to document the progress photos, and sure, but having both photos and videos and documentation of everything you've done on a day where you feel completely unmotivated, and just being able to look back on that and seeing the progress you've made, that's gonna help you a lot. And even then, it's also a way to keep yourself honest. It's very simple to think that you've done something and then look back and be like, oh, I forgot this. The logs won't lie. They'll always be there as long as you track them correctly. That's what I've got so far from doing 75 hard. I still have about 50 days left of my current challenge, and I'm gonna document all of it. But there's still one question I haven't answered in this video yet. And that's what happens when the streak breaks, and how you actually handle that mentally and physically. Because statistically, most people reset at least once. And I'm gonna cover that in another video. So if you wanna follow my journey or just want someone to do the challenge with, I would appreciate if you leave a like on the video or even subscribe. I would love to hear in the comments how you're doing and what challenges you faced. I will see you in the next one.